Told them to pass the rock. I pass the ball, I don't shoot. But whenever I shoot in that hoop, whenever I shoot it go cool. Chapel Hill and we passing that rock. Playing D and we got it on lock. Playing hard till our name is on top. Chip on our shoulder, the grind don't stop.
Moved by Jones on the baseline. Nice.
And so that's what I was talking about earlier. They know they can't defend. Good steal by Berry. We have the ball back. They can't defend.
Watkins for three. Good. Austin Watkins buries a three. Get yourself into real trouble.
Very good pass.
And that's a three by Jarrell Hunter. Penetration kick out. Bulldogs.
Defense is shifted. It's not a bad look.
Three for Bamford is good. Berry over to Jones. Jones will take the jumper. No good. Watkins with a rebound, and it's good. And the foul. Berry's on the drive. He's on the move. He kicks out. It's Bamford in the corner for three. Good. Bamford buries the three.
I saw it develop. He's happen with no call by the official.
And that's Jarrell Hunter up to Watkins for the jam. Austin Watkins throws it home with the left hand. Tough shot. Jones pulls down the rebound. Watkins. Oh, nice look to Huddleston. Watkins acting like Steve Nash on that one. Berry pulls up for three. No good. Air ball. Jones collects the rebound and flips it up over his head underneath for two. Jones going to make his move. Nice move by Jones, and the bucket's good. He'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Well, just not as big as Huddleston. Watkins lines up another three and buries it. Austin Watkins is in fuego. Gilmore lines up a three. Jones goes up with one hand and grabs it like a man. Gets the ball to Watkins and gives it over to McGregor for two, and the bucket's good. Deuce McGregor with a great finish, and he's going to go to the line at a chance at a three-point play. Ooh, nobody's home for Kilgore. Hustle by Bamford. Up to Deuce McGregor for the deuce.
Running. We got plenty of athletes, and look at this, another turnover.
Tip by Bamford. Watkins with a steal. Back to Bamford for the layup. It's good for two. Bamford. Bam drives with a little scoop. And there's Jermaine Jones again for two. Saves it. Bam's got it. Bam's taking it all the way to the basket. Over to the left hand by Bamford. Incredible move.
You are watching Chapel Hill Bulldog Basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We would like to thank our sponsors for this season: Woody's Accessories and Off-Road, Mike's Automotive, Big Tex Home Investments, Karen Murphy with Century 21, Curtis Scudder with Allstate, PayForAll.com, the Chapel Hill Alumni Association, Brandy Messenbergs with the Property Shop Group, Chapel Hill Youth Football, the Spud Station, Wooden Bean, Pastor Minnie Muse and Ebenezer Church in Tyler, and Roy and Margie Williamson. Thank you for all your support this season.
Welcome to Bulldog Gymnasium here in Tyler, Texas, as we get ready for this District 16 4A matchup between the Henderson Lions and your Chapel Hill Bulldogs. Hello, everybody. I'm Logan Ward alongside Brett Sweeney here, going to bring you the action for today. And we got a pretty good district matchup. These two right down the road, Highway 31 rivals, Henderson and
64.
Highway 64, yes. Sorry, 64.
Good.
Yeah, Highway 64 rivals here, Henderson and Chapel Hill. We should be in for a pretty good game.
Yeah, familiar foes. We ended the season in football with them. We're able to pick up the win and propel our playoff run. So should be some intense basketball tonight. Their records don't show it, but it's always a good rivalry when you get Henderson and Chapel Hill on the same field of any sport.
Right. The Chapel Hill Bulldogs come into this one 11-3 overall, 4-0 in district, and have that first place in district play. Henderson comes into this game 6-11 coming into the matchup, 1-3 in district. So the Henderson Lions are trying to just get something going for the second half of district play. This would be a good note if they could come in and win, but Chapel Hill on a 5-game win streak trying to extend that to 6. And Austin Watkins has been a big reason why this team has played so well this year.
Yeah, Watkins has just been on fire, especially the last 2 or 3 games. He came out against Henderson and had a huge first quarter, scoring 16 points in the first quarter. Kind of cooled off the rest of the game, but still ended up with, I believe, 24 or 26 points, one of those two.
Yeah, he had 26 points against Bullard. And it was, you and Corey had said on the broadcast, it was a quiet 26. Like, he really, it didn't seem like he had that many points.
Because I thought someone else was leading the leading score at half, and you look down the sheet, and Watkins was leading the way, and it's like he was just really quiet about it. Not the normal Austin Watkins way. Usually he starts out with a blazing, takes control early, but he just kind of chipped away here and there, got some layups, got to the free throw line a lot. And, you turn around, he had 26. Yeah,
it was an impressive performance from Austin Watkins, a quiet 26 in that last game. He's, a little too early to tell, but right now I think he would probably be in the running for newcomer of the year for this district.
That would be I think newcomer would be in a nice way of putting it. I mean, it could be district MVP.
Could honestly be in the running for him if he continues the way he's played the last couple of games.
I mean, he is fun to watch. Another one that's fun to watch, and Corey and I love to talk about him, is Jared Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Jared, he's one of those sneaky good players. He's always in the right spot. He rebounds like everything. He's like a vacuum. He just sucks up rebounds, almost to the point when he goes to the bench, we stand around sometimes waiting for him to come off the bench and get the rebound.
Yeah, he's all over the court for sure, and he just has an eye for the basketball. I think that we've kind of talked about in the last time that I've been here, he's just always in the right spot at the right time. And that's really impressive for a high schooler. Especially, sometimes things get a little fast, a little hectic here, and it always seems like Jared Jones is right where you need him to be.
Yep. So I'm going to kind of go over some keys to tonight's game. I'm going to shout out to Corey Marshall tonight, sitting at home watching. I'm going to try to go over some keys to the game, as Corey likes to do at the beginning of every broadcast. So tonight, my first key is, and it's been consistently a key all season long, is to stay on top of the roller coaster, because this season has been a roller coaster in the middle of the game. We tend to get out in front of teams that we should basically take care of pretty easily, and then we kind of sit and relax and kind of let them back in it. We don't want to do that tonight. We are a better basketball team than Henderson, and no disrespect to Henderson, we're just a better team this year, and so we should be able to handle them. And the longer we let them stay in the game, the tougher it's going to be to finish them off. So that's my first key. The second one is stay out of foul trouble. Without Deuce tonight, Deuce is not available this evening, kind of shortens our bench. Typically, Akemba Johnson, he likes to go 7 deep, but with Deuce out, it kind of shrinks it to 6, and we saw that last week against Bullard. So silly fouls, having to put someone out there that maybe not have as much experience could be a key factor for Henderson. If they were to get us in foul trouble and we had to go a little bit deeper, it would really test Chapel Hill's depth.
Yeah.
And the third thing, and I think, this is kind of, Corey's thing really, is just can we play up to our level, or will we play down to our competition's level? I feel like the last game we kind of played down. No, Bullard played a great game. No,
Yeah,
don't
they
be
played
wrong.
hard.
But we kind of played down to their level. We need to come out and play our game, and we need to work on really getting some half-court offense. We've struggled at that this year. I don't know how much you've picked up on that, Logan, but like we're really good in transition. When Watkins and Barry are free-flowing, that's when we work at our best. When we steal the ball and are just kind of out there running the floor. But Lindale kind of showed us what our weakness is. That was the first time we really, really saw it. When it came down to it, we had trouble scoring in a half-court set. When they made us sit down and play and run through our offense, we struggled. And Lindale did not. They were very efficient on the offensive end.
Yeah, it's one of those things where a team that typically likes to push in transition, it is a little bit harder to try to get in that half court, slow the offense down. So, like you said, I think that if Chapel Hill can control the tempo the way they want to control this game, I think that will be huge in this one.
Yeah, I think that, if they can use these kind of games right here to work on some of that stuff, the things that they need to work on, because later in the season and even going into the playoffs, you're going to have to play different styles because you want to play one style, but there may be a game where a team forces you into their style. And so the more comfortable you are at playing multiple styles, the better chance you have to match up against other teams.
Yeah, well, should be a good one here. District 16 4A. Matchup between the Chapel Hill Bulldogs and the Henderson Lions. We'll be back after the national anthem here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Welcome to tonight's festivities. We ask that you follow all COVID-19 protocols and keep your mask on at all times. We ask at this time that you will stand in the singing of the national anthem. And gentlemen, please remove your hats. Oh, say, can you see
We are almost ready for tip-off here at Bulldog Gymnasium between the Chapel Hill Bulldogs and the Henderson Lions.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for this quarter, HeyForAll.com, Century 21, Karen Murphy, and Big Tex Investments. Thank y'all for sponsoring this quarter and all season. So it's interesting to see how we get off to a good start here. If we can, you know, get them ahead early, kind of extend it, and stay that way. It's been kind of different. Most of the time we've started off very well this season, but you know, I look back to the Cumberland game. We kind of got off to a rough start in that one. Let them kind of hang around the first quarter, then we kind of pushed it out. But it'll be interesting to see if we can just get off to a good start here and stay out of foul trouble.
And we're off. Jared Jones tips it back, and it is recovered by the Lions.
Chapel Hill's in their patented man-to-man defense here.
Pass down low is going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay with Henderson. A little miscommunication there from the Lions. Pass in the middle of the paint there, no good. Rebound Hunter. Here comes Chapel Hill. And Austin Watkins with the travel, just kind of got
he got caught in between.
Up,
yeah, it almost should have stopped there, and he kind of got he kind of hesitated.
He was trying to Euro step and just ran into the Lions defender.
I'd rather have that than the charge call though. That
right.
So that's a, you know, you don't want to pick up that foul early like that.
Good drive there, no good. Rebound stays with Henderson. Brandon Pask's shot is up and incomplete. Down court to Austin Watkins, who lays it in with the left hand for an easy 2 points.
It's about as easy as you're going to get right there.
Poked from behind by Tyson Berry. Chapel Hill going the other way. Hunter with the Euro step. No good. Huddleston with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled.
Nice rebound there by Huddleston.
Austin Berry going to be called for the foul.
He should have an easy job there as far as rebounding tonight. Huddleston's got a pretty decent matchup in his favor as far as size goes. At least for the starting group for Henderson, they don't really have anybody out there to match up against Huddleston.
I think that's one thing that we've seen in recent years for Chapel Hill. The size has gotten bigger. There were a couple of years there where it didn't really have much size, but with Austin Watkins and Huddleston there.
Yeah, with Watkins at the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, that in itself just makes your lineup that much bigger.
So Huddleston 0 for 2 from the line. Down court pass. This is Pask with the right hand, scoop and score.
Nice finish there.
Brandon Pask.
He had Huddleston right there, so he was able to keep it under control and finish the layup. Nice move.
Henderson's going to be in a 2-3 zone here.
See if Chapel Hill can get some movement on offense. Force the zone to shift.
Huddleston there on the block. Going to swing it around.
Good.
Austin Watkins for a deep 3. No good. Rebound, Henderson.
It's good possession. I like the ball movement. Got it worked around. Got a good shot. Didn't make it.
So Jared Jones going to be called for the foul. His first. Bryson Collins for the Lions going to go to the line. Shoot 2. And the first is no good.
I'm fairly certain that Bryson Collins played football, Logan. that name sounds.
Yeah.
I can't place what position he played, but I remember calling his name quite often. Nice block
Rebound,
by Watkins.
Austin Watkins able to come down and throws it right to the defender. Little miscommunication, and Collins hits the floater for 2.
Well, they got the block, just couldn't get the ball back.
Good hands there from the Henderson defense coming back the other way. Layup is no good. Collins there again for the rebound. Bryson Collins with a quick 4 points.
It's not the start that Coach Kimba Johnson wanted.
6-2, 5:20 remaining here. 6-2 is the score. Jared Jones in the middle. Shot is no good. Long rebound goes to the Lions. Devin Phillips pushing it up the court.
Jones lucky they didn't call a foul on him right there.
Collins with a deep three, no good. Watkins with the rebound. Up to Huddleston.
Oh, nice catch, Huddleston.
Yeah, gathered it, but is going to be fouled on the shot, so he'll shoot 2.
It was impressive that he was able to come down with it, and then he was able to get up a shot, which is even more impressive from the big guy. Let's see if he can make a free throw here. No, Huddleston struggled this year at the line.
Yeah, 0 for 2 already tonight. Some easy baskets so far in this one for Henderson. Second one is no good. Score remains 6-2. Phillips going to bring it up the court.
A nice step in by Watkins there.
That good play there from Watkins. Going to push it down the other way.
Oh,
I think his arm was hit while he was trying to throw it.
nice.
Darrell Hunter pokes it out.
That was a nice hustle back by Hunter to cancel that fast break. I like the pass by Watkins. It was a tough one, though. I mean, one-handed pass off the dribble.
Good hands. Tyson Berry with the steal. Uses his body
nice
and
finish.
one. Tyson
Wow.
Berry.
Tough finish there.
Yeah, uses his body, his shield off the defender, and get the bucket. He'll go to the line, try to complete the and one.
And Barry's he's just quick with everything. His hands, his feet, getting up and down the court.
Barry, the district newcomer last year for this district. He's not going to surprise anybody this year. They know who he is.
That's for sure, Logan. He's not going to surprise anybody.
Huddleston with a steal going down the other way.
Nice step.
Gives it up to Jared Jones. It gives it up to Hunter for 3. Bang!
Wow. That was all created by Huddleston's great defense. He stepped into the passing lane, got the steal, and ended up with 3 on the other end for Hunter.
5-0 run here for the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. Bryson Collins going to drive in.
Oh,
Going to call a foul. I think they're going to call that on Tyson Berry. His first.
yep, they got Barry.
Collins tries to go baseline. 3-point shot is up and no good. Austin Watkins with the rebound. Barry launches a 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Henderson's going to push it, but Austin Watkins gets in the pass lane and deflects it.
Watkins playing good defense so far. It's one of the things that I've seen improve. He's always had good offense, but his defense, as the season's gone, is very much improved.
Man, defense leads the offense, so if you can play both ways, you can get
exactly.
easy buckets. Baseline drive, up and good. Tobias Jackson.
Almost looked like he kind of shoved the defender out of the way a little bit to clear out space there.
Watkins fires up a 3, no good. Rebound, Jared Jones puts it back up
Great
and one.
position by Jared Jones. He has ideal position there, and that looked difficult, but he made it easy there.
That's what happens when you box out correctly.
Yeah. and then he just gave him a little fake, got the defender up, and was able to get some contact and get a chance at a three-point play.
So 9-8 is our score. Trying to get it down low to Collins. Collins resets. Loses the ball. Chapel Hill is going to gain possession. And we're going to get our first substitution of the night.
It's our super six man, Bam Ford.
Bam Ford comes in for Jarrell Hunter.
See if Bam can get him a spark off the bench here.
Huddleston down low. Out to Tyson Berry. Quick moves. Tries to dump it off to Huddleston. Austin Watkins for three. Got it. Austin Watkins. The lead is now 12-8 in favor of the Bulldogs.
We've got to get some rotation calculations on that ball, Logan. I know we talked about that in Kilgore, but he's got some kind of spin on that ball. It's incredible. There's got to be a way we can calculate that somehow. Maybe one of our listeners can key us in on that, because I'd like to know how fast his ball is spinning.
Huddleston with the block. Austin Watkins in transition with the left hand.
Tough move with the left on the right side.
Henderson's just trying to hurry up. Trailer comes in with a nice move. Deuce Davis for two. Just trailing. Austin Watkins there. No good.
There's that man.
Yeah, Jared Jones got the rebound, but
got
blocked on that one.
But he got great position again and had a chance at an easy layup. Good defense there by Henderson to stop that.
Bam Ford throws it across to Austin Watkins for three. No good. Rebound. Huddleston has it and is fouled. So Huddleston's going to go to the line for two. That's his third trip to the line so far tonight. 57 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
And if he's aggressive, he's going to keep going to the line. He's got lots of chances. Just got to take advantage, take his time, and knock these down, because these are big free throws here.
Oh for 2 on the trip. Last seconds of
It's a nice move.
First quarter.
Collins had great position there and forced Bam to commit the foul.
So Collins will go to the line. Bam Ford's first foul of the game. Collins shooting 2. First shot is up and good. Collins on the second one is good as well. 14-12 now, the score. Berry with the screen from Jared Jones. Austin Watkins for 3 again. Bang! Austin Watkins.
Nice quarter for Watkins. That's 10 for him on the quarter.
Throws it up to Tyson Berry after the steal. Tyson Berry just with a stop.
He just let him run right by him. Great
and the
move.
2.
Nice move by Berry.
So 5 points in the last 30 seconds, and that's going to be a foul on Austin Watkins.
That's not one that we want to get. 9 seconds left in the quarter, and he's out by midcourt. That's one of those fouls right there that, you know, could come back to haunt us later with the short bench.
Collins on the drive. Shot is up and no good. Almost came in off the rebound. Gets his own rebound.
Oh. They're going to
see what they're going to call.
They're going to get Jared Jones, I think, on the they're going to count the bucket.
Call it on the floor, but
this guy acted like
he was saying.
He acted like he was going to count it down here on the baseline.
But I thought that the clock was expired at that point.
Yeah, they're going to shoot one, so they gave him the bucket.
And one is good. That's Tobias Jackson.
That's a big bucket for Henderson right there. It goes from 7 points to 4, just like that.
19-15 is our score. We'll take a break. You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network.
You are watching Chapel Hill Bulldog Basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We would like to thank our sponsors for this season: Woody's Accessories and Off-Road, Mike's Automotive, Big Tex Home Investments, Karen Murphy with Century 21, Curtis Scudder with Allstate, PayForAll.com, the Chapel Hill Alumni Association, Brandy Messenbergs with the Property Shop Group, Chapel Hill Youth Football, the Spud Station, Wooden Bean, Pastor Minnie Muse and Ebenezer Church in Tyler, and Roy and Margie Williamson. Thank you for all your support this season.
Woody's Accessories and Off-Road. Bigger showroom, bigger inventory, bigger shop. Over 150 combined years of experience in total vehicle customization. Locally owned and operated at the corner of Route 323 and Old Jacksonville. Woody's Accessories and Off-Road, where bigger is better.
19-15 our scores. We start the second quarter here at Bulldog Gymnasium. Logan Ward alongside Brett Swinney here, bringing you tonight's action.
And Jones picked up that foul at the end of the quarter, Logan. He is starting this on the bench for the second quarter. Hunter back in for him.
Ball deflected out of bounds, will remain possession with Chapel Hill. Head coach at Kimba Johnson, so far as his tenure as the head coach for the Bulldogs, is 31-8. As Hunter's shot is no good. Good pass there by Tyson Berry, and Hunter laid it in.
The left hand, that was nice.
Kimba Johnson is 31-8 in his tenure here with the helm. 2 of his losses last year came to Henderson, as Bam Ford no good with the right hand layup. Collins, jumper, good.
Nice pull up there by
Collins. Right there at the block.
It's a nice move. It's a very seldom used move, is that little pull up at mid range.
Watkins for 3, good.
It's Watkins' third 3 on the night. He's got 13. Ooh.
Collins up, got his own rebound. Watkins turns back, tries to thread the needle.
Man, that would have been a
dime.
That would have been an incredible pass if he'd have got that through.
It was deflected, but the ball will stay with the Bulldogs.
Does he play baseball too? Because that was a pretty good throw. I mean, he does everything else.
24-17. 6:35 remaining in the first half here at Bulldog Gymnasium.
I think I'm going to try to find that out next week. See if he plays baseball too.
Bam Ford, top of the key, no good. Good defense there from the Bulldogs. Dishes it down low. That's Josh Simpson. Comes in and gets the 2 points.
Henderson just stays around, only down 5.
Chapel Hill trying to swing it. Get it to Austin Watkins in the middle.
Ooh, tough move.
He was fouled. There was a host of Lions around him. See who they call it on.
Could have been either a couple of different guys there were holding on to him.
Watkins will go to the line.
Looks like they gave it to DeQuan Kelly, number 23 there.
Devin Phillips will come back in. The substitution for the Lions. He's got 2 fouls already in this one. Watkins, 2 for 2 at the line. Stretches the lead back to 7. Good hands by Tyson Berry. He does that so well.
His hands are lightning fast. I mean, there's not much that's not fast about Berry, though. He's got great speed, great hands, and great feet.
Tries to get the ball inside. No good. Throws up a shot. Rebound goes to the Lions, and they're going to call Berry on the foul.
That's one of those right there where you really miss Jared Jones being on the bench. I think, you know, Berry had him blocked out, but just the size discrepancy couldn't keep him out of there.
Yeah, it's Tyson Berry's second at the line, shooting 2.
It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Johnson kind of juggles these fouls because, you know, right now you've got Jones and Berry with 2, and it's just about halfway through the second quarter. So you don't want to pick up that third one, but you really can't afford him to be on the bench either.
So the shot is up and good. Devin Phillips gets the rebound as Jared Jones comes back in for Austin Watkins. Watkins' first breather of the night.
I don't think it'll be long.
That Lions zone is working right now. Running across the court.
I like to see him work that top of the key. It's a really big spot for this
Jared
zone.
Jones with a nice
move.
touch.
Nice move.
Phillips with a jumper, no good, rolls off the front of the rim.
Who else? Jones grabs the rebound. Yeah, I'd like to see the top. There's need to be somebody at the free throw line. I'd like to see him work that spot because if you can get the ball there, you can get multiple cutters to free up.
Jones partially blocked there. I think one of the Henderson defenders had a hand on it. Collins back the other way. Phillips, no good. Berry, I think they're going to try to slow this game down just a little bit. Tyson Berry for 3, in and out. Huddleston with the rebound, he's fouled.
Huddleston with the great rebound.
That's on Bryson Collins, his second foul, and Huddleston will go to the line to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, that's a big foul there for Henderson. Collins has been a really key cog tonight for them on both ends. So he's got to be careful. Nice free throw there by Huddleston. I know he's struggling at the line. Hopefully he can make a couple and get in a good rhythm here.
Yeah, his first free throw make of the night. His 7th attempt. Here's number 8, and that one's good.
His form doesn't look bad, Logan. I think it's just more of a confidence thing because he steps up there and he's got good form with the his finish. And so I'm really surprised he doesn't make a higher percentage.
Lions are going to move it around. Try to find something in the middle.
Oh,
nice pass there from Phillips to Collins.
Unbelievable behind the back.
And gets it to go. 30-24 is the score. And Hunter for 3.
Buries it. Also, Huddleston just took a seat. We have our first action of the season for Travion James. He's been moved up off JV tonight to kind of fill that deuce role.
Bryson Collins with the nice left hand. Hunter for three again, no good. Rebound, Phillips. Henderson's trying to get it down low, gets it to Collins, swings it out. Three is up and good. Deuce Davis for three. Just like that, it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, you got to wonder if you're Coach Akimba Johnson, how long do you sit Austin Watkins here? You really need him back in the game to give him a little boost on offense.
I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe keep him out until halftime. You got 150 remaining now. Jared Jones down low, no good. Rebound goes to the Lions. Phillips brings it back in transition. Phillips trying to tell the Henderson Lions to slow it down. Don't get out of control. Collins pass. Davis with the ball, trying to find Phillips down low. Let's see who they call this foul on. I think they're going to call it on Jared Jones, his third.
Ouch, that's a big one right there. Now you may see
Now we might see Austin Watkins come back in pretty quickly.
I don't think you can leave Jones out there with three. He's too important. Well, no, they're going to go with Huddleston. So I wonder if there's something going on over there. I mean,
you might want him fresh, though, for the second half.
You might, but I mean, we talked about it before the game. We're letting Henderson stay around, and the longer they stay around, the better chance they have in this game.
33-30 is our score now. Both teams in the bonus as Phillips knocks down the second one. 2-point ball game, 1:15 remaining here in the first half. Pass isn't corralled, but I think it's going to stay with the Bulldogs, and it will.
Yeah, James had a tough time catching it. It was a hot pass, but it was deflected by Henderson.
Hunter looking for it. There's James, no good. Rebound, Phillips, and Collins is going to push it in transition. Down low, he's got Bam Ford guarding him. Rebound, Phillips. He's going to go up, no good. Huddleston finally with the rebound.
Yeah, nice position by Huddleston.
They're going to say that Phillips pushed him.
Yeah, he had good position, forced Henderson to come over the top, and he's going to go to the line here.
Now in the bonus, so
it's going to be free throw attempt number 9, I believe, for Huddleston on the night. He's made the last 2.
Another big thing, Devin Phillips for the Lions. He's going to go to the bench. He now has 3 fouls as well. That's the Henderson Lions' 8th team foul. And Huddleston will go to the line. 1-and-1, no good. And Henderson's going to take over. .35 seconds remaining here in the first half. 33-31 is our score. Bulldogs lead. Passing around the outside. Down there in the middle. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Huddleston. 20 seconds remaining. Barry has the ball. He'll throw it out. Darrell Hunter. It's going to remain Chapel Hill ball. 11 seconds now on the game clock. Henderson has switched to a man-to-man defense here. Barry gets in, throws it up, no fouls called. 2 seconds, 1. Collins, the heave, no good. And that's going to do it for the first half. Chapel Hill leads Henderson 33-31. Woo. Yeah, it was Henderson made a little run there at the end of the first half and made it a 2-score game here. Yeah.
We talked about it. I mean, things that we've struggled with this year is putting teams away that we should put away.
Yeah.
And we stretched the lead out a couple of different times to 7-8 points, and then Henderson just shaved it back down, and it happened 2 or 3 times in that half. And so, you know, I'm not in the locker room, but I imagine that Coach Johnson is saying, guys, we're better than this team. We did not play well that half. Let's come out and start this third quarter on a run.
Yeah, a couple of foul troubles there for the Bulldogs. Jared Jones has 3, Barry has 2. They had Austin Watkins on the bench there to end the first half. I'm sure to just give him a breather because they want him to be ready to go in the second half. I think the big key was Huddleston, 2 for 9 at the free throw line, 7 points, left at the free throw line there.
Yeah, that's a lot of points to leave on the table, especially in a tight one like this. And you got to wonder, I love Austin Watkins. I love his game. When he's in there, he's playing amazing. But when he comes out, he takes so much of the offensive weight.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And so when he goes to the bench, sometimes I wonder if they're just so used to him making so many plays and they're just kind of they get lost out there in the half-court set, because he does in the half-court between Barry and Watkins is most of your penetrations, your shots, the majority of them. And so without him in there, do they place it and get used to standing? I mean, you hate to say that, but, I mean, I'm sure it happened when Jordan played. He used to kind of trying to walk play. Well, he goes to the bench. Okay, what do we do? And so I think that's something that we've gotten a little better at, but it sticks out to me a lot of times when I watch this team this year. It's when one of those two have to go to the bench, it seems like sometimes we step up, and there's sometimes that we stand around and like, okay, Austin, come back in, or hey, Tyson, come back in so we can pass you the ball and make – because, I mean, you love Hunter's game, but he rarely is a ball hawk. He doesn't maintain the ball a lot. He's out there. He plays hustle, plays great defense.
Yeah, I think he's a spot-up shooter too.
Yeah, he spots up. Bam's the same way. Yeah. He's spotting up. Great shooter. Jared Jones, he's an inside guy. He's running around crashing. And so they rely so much on Barry and Watkins that I really think that sometimes they just get too reliant.
Yeah. And
so this is good lessons we learn.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, because – we'll get later in the season and we lose somebody for fouls or, heaven forbid the COVID word.
Right.
You've got to be able to, because they've got talent. It's just they're not used to playing without those guys. And so when they go to the bench or they're out, then they've got to fill in the gap a little bit better and keep the train moving.
Right. 33-31 is our score here at the break here at Bulldog Gymnasium. We'll be back for the second half. You're watching the Bulldog Sports Network.
Looking for a full-service resource where you can find, sell, cut, bale, or haul hay near you? Then Hay For All is for you. Hay For All is a full-service listing resource connecting buyers and sellers to help customers access the type, quantity, and price of hay to suit their needs, and sellers to find buyers at an affordable price. Create an account before January 1st, 2021, and receive a free lifetime membership. We look forward to serving you and helping you find the hay you need. The Spud Station, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill Basketball. We are a local Christian family-owned business food truck servicing the East Texas area. We offer loaded gourmet baked potatoes and desserts. Check out our Facebook page for a weekly schedule. Hope to see you soon. Meet us at the station.
Can I
Hold on one second.
Sure.
Okay. Safe driver, save 40%. Guys.
Check it out. Safe driver, save 40%.
Safe driver, save 40%.
Safe driver, save 40%.
That's safe driver, save 40%.
It is. That's safe driver, save 40%.
It's right there.
It's him. He's here.
He's right here. Hi.
Hi.
Hey. That's totally him.
That's him.
That's totally the guy.
Safe drivers do save 40%. Click or call for a quote today.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882. If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Mike's Automotive. We are a family-owned and operated business that has been serving the Tyler area since 1991. Here at Mike's Automotive, you will experience the personal touch you deserve. Our service facility is state-of-the-art, and we strive to get you back on the road as soon as possible because we know your time is valuable. Our technicians are ASE certified, and we offer full service for most foreign and domestic vehicles. We want to earn your business with fast, honest service at a fair price. We are located at 10200 State Highway 31 East here in Tyler, Texas. Visit us today at www.mikesautomotivetyler.com or call us at 903-566-5666. We look forward to serving you. You're watching Chapel Hill Bulldog Basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We would like to thank our sponsors for this season. Woody's Accessories and Off-Road, Mike's Automotive, Big Tex Home Investments, Karen Murphy with Century 21, Curtis Scudder with Allstate, PayForAll.com, Chapel Hill Alumni Association, Brandy Messenberg with the Property Shop Group, Chapel Hill Youth Football, The Spud Station, Wooden Bean, Pastor Muse and Ebenezer Church in Tyler, and Roy and Margie Williamson. Thank you for all your support this season.
Remembering Chapel Hill legend Coach Johnny Williams. Coach Williams represents the spirit and pride of Chapel Hill. His unwavering support for the Bulldogs on and off the field will always be remembered and cherished by generations of lives he touched. Coach Williams is a Bulldog for life.
Back the other way, Hunter goes baseline. It's rebounded by Jared Jones off the miss, but he throws it away. Henderson back the other way, and an easy two. Tobias Jackson for two, and it is a 2-point ball game, 37-35. Chapel Hill leads. 5:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Tyson Berry for three, in and out, but Huddleston there with the rebound, no good. That's the second time Tyson Berry's shot has rimmed in and out. Henderson still trying to swing it around that three-point line. Drives and kicks out on the corner. Bryson Collins' three is good. And now Henderson leads this game for the first time since early in the first quarter.
Yeah, they stuck around, and like we talked about, they're hanging right in there.
Huddleston gets position down low,
nice
bodies
move.
The defender and is up and good. Devin Phillips there on the defense, and I think that he's probably just trying not to get his fourth foul there.
Yeah, it was smart of him not to. He just stayed straight up and played solid defense.
A little miscommunication. They're going to say it deflected off of a Chapel Hill defender, so the ball will remain with the Lions. Bam Ford's going to check in for Jarrell Hunter. And Collins again for three, nails it.
Ooh,
Bryson Collins.
He left his hand up on that one, too. He let the fans
last
know.
6 points. And Henderson's up by 2 again. Bam Ford down low to Jared Jones, baseline.
Oh, nice
turns
move.
and spins.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fundamental. Nice move by Jones.
Nice touch there to get the roll. Ties the game up at 41. Chapel Hill looks like they're going to play in this 2-3 zone.
Well, this is a different strategy here.
Collins, heat check, no good. Berry with the rebound, trying to push in transition. The ball is poked loose. Collins on the other end. That might have been blocked by Jared Jones, and I think they're going to call him on the foul.
Yeah, they got Jones there.
We'll see if they call him. They are.
Yep, that's 4 on
His
Jones.
fourth.
Ouch, that's a big foul there for Chapel Hill. May have to bring Jarrell Hunter back in.
Yeah, it looked like he had got ball, but
oh, they're going to bring in.
No.
They're going to bring in Trayvon. I'm sorry. They're going to bring Trayvon James back in.
Collins hits his first free throw.
Probably the biggest minutes of his season here, Logan. We'll see how
Collins 2 for 2 at the line.
See how James fits in here.
He's got at least 8 here in the second half. Does Collins. Berry for 3, good.
Nice shot for Berry.
Tyson Berry.
Who got the assist on that too?
Regains the lead.
Right off the bench.
Yeah.
James.
44-43 now is the score.
That was that middle of the lane spot I was calling for earlier. He flashed right there and was able to make the defense shift and got it over to Berry. I'd like to
Josh
see more
Simpson,
of that.
no good. Berry coming back the other way. He's got a heat check. 2 for 2. Tyson Berry in consecutive possessions. Just like that.
It's back to 4. It's huge.
The lead is 4. Good move there.
Nice move.
By Devin Phillips, the 6'2 junior. Austin Watkins for 3, no good. Huddleston with the rebound.
There's Bam.
Huddleston there right in the position.
Huddleston's been huge tonight.
2 points. 49-45 now. In favor of the Bulldogs. Phillips down low. He's working on James there. Gets his own rebound.
Yeah, nice.
Bam Ford finally comes up with it, and they're going to call it. We're going to say timeout by Coach Johnson. 49-45 is our score. 150 remaining in the third quarter. You're watching the Bulldog Sports Network. Tyson Berry has come up in this second half, 2 for 2 and threes in consecutive possessions down the court. A quick 6 for Berry.
Much needed 6.
And the lead is up to 4, 49-45. In a game that is becoming a little bit more important as Lindale and Spring Hill are playing their district matchup. And the only updated score we had was 12-8. Lindale was leading Spring Hill, but those two teams both 3-1, fighting for second place. Tyson Berry throws it across court to Bamford, who comes up and gets it with a nice elbow jumper off the glass.
Nice move.
Bamford. Those mid-range jumpers can be tough to hit.
Well, they're not practiced a whole lot,
No.
Logan. When you go out in the court and you practice, what do you go to?
Yeah, your threes.
3-point line. I mean, that's just so that in the free throws. That's what you usually do. You don't practice those mid-rangers.
Rebound, James there getting some good rebounds. Austin Watkins going to look off the defender to Huddleston.
Nice.
A great pass, looked at Bamford, and the defender jumped. Collins on the other side, 3, answers. Bryson Collins, I think, has probably about 12. Austin Watkins for 3, no good. Rebound, Collins. Bryson Collins has come out firing this second half. I think that's his 3rd three-pointer of the second half. They're going to say he traveled.
Yeah, I've got an update, Logan, on that score. Lindale leads at halftime, 25-10.
Well, that's going to be a big win if Lindale can hold on. 53-48, 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We'll see if they hold for the final shot in the third quarter. It looks like they might. Berry keeps looking up at the shot clock, and now 15 seconds remaining. Berry for 3, no good. Rebound, Henderson. Throws it down to Collins. No good. Collins gets his own rebound, 2 seconds. Get it off, and they're not going to get another shot off.
Wow.
The end of 3. Chapel Hill leads this one 53-48 here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill basketball. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it's across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felts, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499.
$53-48 is our score here at Bulldog Gymnasium, and an important District 16 4A matchup. Chapel Hill looking to go to 5-0 in district play and keep that one-game lead over Lindale.
This quarter's sponsors are the Chapel Hill Alumni Association, Woody's Accessories and Off-Road, and Wooden Bean. I'd like to thank y'all for sponsoring this season and this quarter. And thanks to all our sponsors tonight. Again, couldn't have done it this season without you. We're very appreciative for all your support.
5-point game as we start the fourth quarter. Henderson back in there, 2-3 zone defense. Kind of gave Chapel Hill some fits. Barry's going to split the defenders off 2 screens, get into the paint, and no good. Collins, no good. Rebound goes to Chapel Hill. Austin Watkins with a good defensive play there, not really doing much, just getting in the way.
Just kind of scared him a little bit.
Bam Ford off the glass, no good. Tries to get the rebound. Collins does. He's kind of all alone. Collins, nice. Good hands by Austin Watkins.
Wow,
gonna
great
be
hands. The long-armed Watkins was able to get his hands in there and knock it off the Henderson defender. Great play.
So it'll be Chapel Hill ball. As you'll see, a little full court pressure, then going to drop off into that 2-3 zone, I believe. Austin Watkins going to take advantage of it. Austin Watkins, no good. You got James there with the rebound. Watkins for three, no good. Javon James, though, he's made most of his minutes, has come in and rebounded the ball pretty well.
He's been impressive. Solid player.
I think he's, he knows his role, and that's important. He's doing his role right there with the box out on the floor. They're going to say timeout, Henderson. Head coach Joshua Francis calls a timeout. And we'll take a quick timeout with them. 53-48. Here's 6:47 remaining in the ballgame. You're watching the Bulldog Sports Network.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax liens, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
Five-point ball game. Henderson trying to knock off the undefeated Chapel Hill Bulldogs. Chapel Hill trying to extend their win streak to 6. Phillips wide open three. Huddleston goes for the contest. To be off of Henderson. Deuce Davis knocks it out, and Chapel Hill will take over. That first half we saw a lot of fouls. This second half, we haven't really seen many fouls called.
They're not
calling. There might be fouls, but they haven't called many.
They're letting them play a little bit
in this second half. Jab step there by Austin Watkins with the floater.
Ooh, nice move there by Watkins. A little mid-ranger.
Rebound goes to James. He tries to give it up to Austin Watkins. Fight for the ball.
They're going to get a timeout to Henderson there.
That might have been an iffy timeout. Ooh. Don't know if anybody really had possession at that point. 55-48. 5:54 remaining here in the ball game. You're watching the Bulldog Sports Network. Close game here, 55-48. And right off of the inbound play.
Nifty little lob.
Tobias Jackson
caught it
hits
in
the jumper right at the free throw line, really.
He caught it in midair and went right up with it.
It's a 5-point game. Henderson switched to this man defense here. They've thrown a lot of different defenses at Chapel Hill. They've had the 2-3 zone. I think they've also thrown a 1-3-1 in there for a little bit, and now in the man-to-man. And
it's like he wants to get Jared
Johnson's
going
to
Jared
call it timeout. We'll stay here for this timeout.
Yeah, he had Jared at the scores table, Logan. It may be a situation where he saw something, he wants to get him in. He's got 4 fouls, but at this point with 5 minutes to go, You got to get him back in. And the way they're calling it this half favors that. They haven't called as many fouls. They've let them play a little bit. So hopefully Jared can take advantage of that and get some quality minutes going down the stretch.
Yeah, in the first half, I think there was 14 or 15 team fouls combined between the two teams. Right now we're looking at 1 this half.
It's
a big discrepancy.
Did the refs come back? Is the same refs out there? I mean,
they've let them play, and it's been fun to watch.
They sure have. I mean, I'm one of those that I like to let them play a little bit, not let them, someone get hurt or the tempers flare. But I feel like overall the reffing tonight has been pretty good. They called a little tight in the first half, but they've let them play here as we've gotten going. You don't like to see fouls decide games.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want someone fouling out to decide a game. I mean, it happens, but you don't like it.
And Jared Jones is going to come back in. .507 remaining here in the game. 5-point lead for Chapel Hill.
I will say, though, great minutes by James. I mean, first varsity action of the year, come in, gave him great minutes when they needed it.
Yeah, rebounds were big. Pass deflected. Good hands there. Deuce Davis able to just come over the top of Jared Jones and knock it out of bounds. So Chapel Hill will remain with possession. Huddleston picked up the dribble. Tyson Berry smartly was just right there. Berry to the hole. Berry with the left hand, no good. Jones with the rebound. Hunter for 3. Bang!
Oh, that's a big one right there.
Darrell Hunter for 3 stretches the lead to 8 for Chapel Hill.
Big shot. I'd like to see them keep the lead stretched here and not let Henderson back into the game.
Austin Watkins with the good hands there. He's going to try to take it all the way. Little hesitation around, and Austin Watkins.
What a play by Watkins.
He's up to 21 points tonight, and that was the prettiest points he's had all night.
Yeah, that was impressive. Very impressive. Just went all the way under the rim. We used that left hand, he protected it with the rim so no one could jump at him and just flipped it over his head. It's a nice move.
They're going to call the foul there, I think, on Huddleston.
That's going to be his first foul.
First foul is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's played hard, and he's gotten rebounds and blocked out and without fouling. So, it helps that they don't have a big guy he's guarding, but still it's impressive for Huddleston to go without fouling.
3 is up for Henderson, no good. Rebound, knocked out. It's going to be Chapel Hill ball. Devin Phillips reached for it and knocked it out of bounds. So with a 10-point lead, 3:40 remaining, Chapel Hill will take possession.
Yeah, Watkins, he impresses me every game. Something different about every single game that he does. It's like, I feel like he won't amaze me at some point, but he just does every game with some move or something he does. For a sophomore, it's
Barry's
incredible.
quickness gets inside, hands off to Huddleston, who finishes it for 2.
There's a lot of players out here that had a good night, but Huddleston may be my player of the game tonight.
Huddleston's played well.
He's got 12.
As the layup is good, Tobias Jackson for 2.
He's been impressive.
Hunter able to get it. Takes a jump shot right there.
Nice move by Hunter.
And Hunter with a nice couple of plays there. Stretches the lead to 12, 64-52, 2:40 remaining here in the ball game. You're watching the Bulldog Sports Network.
You are watching Chapel Hill Bulldog Basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We would like to thank our sponsors for this season. Woody's Accessories and Off-Road, Mike's Automotive, Big Tex Home Investments, Karen Murphy with Century 21, Curtis Scudder with Allstate, PayForAll.com, the Chapel Hill Alumni Association, Brandy Messenbergs with the Property Shop Group, Chapel Hill Youth Football, the Spud Station, Wooden Bean, Pastor Mitty Muse and Ebenezer Church in Tyler, and Roy and Margie Williamson. Thank you for all your support this season.
Austin Watkins now has 21 points here in the game. Leads all scorers, but it's been a pretty good night for the entire roster.
I was going to say it's pretty balanced tonight.
Yeah.
Besides Watkins, you've got 3 other guys in double figures, which is very impressive. Very impressive. Huddleston and Berry with 12 and Hunter with 13. Jones kind of quiet, but the fouls have taken him a little bit out of the game, which is why he didn't have as many points. But he's still been a factor when he's out there.
And this game was pretty close. Henderson had the lead in the third quarter, and now it's a 12-point game in favor of the Bulldogs.
So they've played well. Henderson has. They've come in here and they expected to win this game coming up. They came in with that mentality, and they've played very, very well.
Rebound, Huddleston kicks out to Watkins. No foul call. There's just
wow, nothing. That was nothing, I guess.
Nothing there. Collins
and that was
going to get the foul. Huddleston, I think that's going to be his second. They're going to call it on Huddleston.
I don't know how that last play wasn't a foul, and then that one where Huddleston was just really just standing there ended up being a foul. I'm not – that's a head scratcher, but, you know.
Collins' first shot is no good.
You know, maybe it was the free throw was missed, so a little bit of a payback there.
And makes the second one. 1 for 2 at the line, 64-55. 53 now is the score.
Should just be able to take care of the ball and make your free throws at this point.
Watkins for 3.
And as I say that, Watkins pulls a 3 in the corner.
He's got 24. Now under 2 minutes remaining, Tyson Berry with the end around just pokes it out. It's going to stay with Henderson.
And that's Watkins' 4th 3 of the night. He's been pretty balanced. He's had inside and outside game both working tonight.
3 is up and good. Good defense and a better shot there. Deuce Davis with a good shot.
Yeah, he was all in his face on that one. Still able to drill it.
.135 remaining here in the game. Tyson Berry with a good move. Jared Jones with the rebound, gets it back to Tyson Berry. Austin Watkins tried to throw behind his back. Does get to Jared Jones, but is no good. Just got caught up on the defender there. Phillips on the other end, up and no good. Jared Jones with the rebound.
So, Jared Jones spins.
And 1, Jared Jones.
He heard me, Logan. He heard me say that Jared Jones was quiet on the night. As he makes an impressive move like that.
They're going to call that on Deuce Davis, his first. And that's Henderson's first team foul of the second half. Jared Jones completes the 3-point play, and it's now 70-56. Under 1 minute to go, so Chapel Hill's going to move to 5-0 on the year, 6-game win streak. Henderson will fall to 1-4 in district play. Chapel Hill will remain that number 1 spot. Jared Jones with a nice block, throws it up. Austin Watkins! The alley-oop!
Come on!
Tyson Berry to Austin Watkins.
You kidding me, Logan? That was incredible.
The
over the head.
The exclamation point to end the game.
Wow.
And the fans are still on their feet. 72-56. Huddleston with the rebound, with his own miss and a rebound, and it's going to be a foul call.
I'm still blown away. I just wasn't expecting it. It came out of nowhere. I thought he was just going to lay it in.
No, I
just
saw it. As soon as I saw that no one was there, I thought he was going to try it.
Oh, my.
I mean, we've seen Austin Watkins try dunks time and time again. Why not try that?
Yeah, I mean, you're up at this point. Man. Everyone that stuck around for the end of this one was in for a treat on that dunk. I'm going to give it a 10 on a dunk contest scale.
So Chapel Hill will move to 6-0 in district play, keep that number 1 spot. They're going to move to 12-3 on the year. And this was a ugly at times.
Oh, and a swat. He's not quitting, Logan. They're up 16 points. Watkins playing defense, pinned him against the glass.
72-56 is our final score. And Chapel Hill will move to 5-0 and remain in first place in district play.
Kind of an exclamation point there at the end. I mean, they just stepped on the gas like we talked about. I wanted them to do the whole game. It's like they waited until the middle of the fourth quarter and then, okay, guys, let's turn it on. And they did. And just put it to Henderson that last 4 minutes.
Yeah, Henderson was leading this game. Henderson was leading this game in the third quarter.
Do you know what I noticed, though? Do we remember when Jared Jones checked in the game? We were just barely ahead. We talked about he'd been on the bench a while this game with fouls. It seemed like as soon as they put him in, that's where the spark hit.
Yeah,
he didn't himself necessarily do anything special. He made a couple shots, but it's him just being on the court.
Yeah,
it makes a difference.
Those extra rebounds. This was an emphatic win there at the end of the game, 72-56. And the exclamation point at the end, Austin Watkins from the alley-oop from Tyson Berry. And that was pretty special. That last play was pretty good.
It was. It's one of those plays. I'm glad I was sitting here courtside for that one because we had a great view of it on this end. I mean,
right here in front of us.
Yeah. That's going to be one I had to the highlight reel right there. I'm going to go home I'm ready to go home and edit that one right now, right into the highlights.
You know, it was a game that could have gotten out of hand. I think they started slow, especially in the third quarter. Henderson came out that third quarter and really played well. But, you know, this is one of those things. You got to win these games when you're not playing well and your back's against the wall, and they answered emphatically in that fourth quarter.
You're going to have those games. You're going to have to – I mean, you're not going to come out and play your A game every time, so you've got to find ways to win. I think tonight 2 players that I really want to highlight is we talked about Huddleston had a big game.
Yeah.
He missed some free throws early, but he didn't let it discourage him. He kept fighting, kept getting rebounds and making a difference inside on defense. And then Jarrell Hunter stepped up tonight.
Yeah.
He had a good night. I mean, he's one that's usually, 4, 5, 6 points, but he had double figures tonight. And in a time where you didn't really notice him, but he was always on the court. He wasn't, with the foul trouble, they were shifting in and out. He came in tonight, and I have him down for 13. That's a solid night for Hunter. I mean, he's a good player and a great shooter, but he came in and made a couple of nice floaters, handled the ball a little bit. I mean, did a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed with those 2 guys. Not that our big 3 didn't make an impact, which they did, but you've got to have guys like that step up. And we talked about a little bit at halftime between the 2 of us. Sometimes they get out there and they get Watkins and Berry out there making great plays, and they can, but they get to watching. Let's see if we can get Jarrell. Hey, Jarrell Hunter.
I don't know if we're going to get him.
Jarrell. All right, let's get Jarrell on. He had a great game tonight. Jarrell, let's talk a little bit. Nice game tonight. All right, so how big is tonight's win? Y'all kind of came out, I know, a little sluggish, got a couple of guys in foul trouble early. Yeah. And we talked about this, and I don't know how much you've listened to any of our broadcasts this season. You've been playing, so you probably hadn't, but we talked about the roller coaster effect that y'all seem to get on. We get way ahead on a team that we should, and then kind of, I don't know if it's we let the foot off the gas and can't finish them off there. Just talk about tonight's game and what you thought about it.
Yeah, man, I feel like we started out the game. We started out real flat. Like, I just feel like we wasn't hustling. We just thought because we, undefeated or whatever, we thought we could just come here and beat anybody. everybody want to be Chapel Hill Bulldogs. I don't know why everybody want to beat us, but they just want to beat us. But
tradition, man. It's tradition.
Yeah.
I mean, you've kind of inherited it. You know, it's been 20 years since I've played, but you know, it's been basketball and football's been up and down, but basketball for the most part has always been a strong suit here. So you're gonna catch everyone's best game, and Henderson played a great game, and I was impressed by Henderson's their athletic ability. They pushed y'all very hard.
They sure did.
And so you had 13 tonight. I don't know if you knew that. You had 13 points. One of your best nights this year. And we talked about just a second ago, you know, you're always chipping in. You do your part. You're a great shooter, great defender, chipping in 4-6 points.
Yeah.
But tonight you had Jared over there on the bench, got in foul trouble. And so that's a lot of the scoring was down. I noticed you stepped up. Just tell me about how you thought you played tonight.
I think I played actually very good tonight. You know, I'm being a senior. It's my last year or whatnot. I just feel like I got to step up and, you know, try to help this team. Let's try to get back to the regional finals and, you know, do what I got to do. I just got to step up.
Yeah, you got the experience. You and Jared were there last year. Y'all know what it's like, and Tyson as well. Y'all know what it's like to be there and know what it takes to get there. So I think that's important that y'all have that experience. You mix in some of with Huddleston and Watkins and the other guys, mix in that, you know, experience with the talent, and I think y'all have got a good chance to go. We just got to keep working.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, man.
He made some shots today.
Hey,
Oh my God,
Coach,
man.
I was just telling him that, you know, he's usually 4 to 6 points. Tonight, 13. He stepped up. Jared was in foul trouble. He played a great game. Between him and Huddleston, I think they stepped up.
Nah, chill out, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, sir.
Good job, Coach. Good win. Well, that was Jarrell Hunter. 13 points tonight. Great game. Logan, what do you think?
Hey, it was a good win. You know, I think that, like I said, you know, that fourth quarter meant a lot to them. You know, I think they started hitting shots, and you know, this is you know, I think that basketball is just it's a momentum game. You know, you can go on spurts of runs, and that's what they did in that fourth quarter. They just got good runs, and they were able to close them out. And I just can't stop thinking about that alley-oop. I mean,
I'm going to go home and watch that.
Yeah, I mean
I want to watch it in a slow-mo and back and forth over and over.
The alley-oop was special. So, hey, we got Spring Hill coming up next.
Yeah, it should be a good one. They played Lindale tonight. Last we heard, they were down at the half about 15 points. So, looks like let's see if I can catch a score. Looks like the Lady Bulldogs bounced back tonight and took the win in Henderson, 56-22. So they took it out after taking that tough loss to Bullard last time. I guess that was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Bullard kind of put it to us at home, and it's impressive that Coach Raleigh and the Lady Bulldogs were able to bounce back and get in the win column. So that's a tough. I'm trying to see if we can catch a Lindale score. Looks like the Eagles up 34-20 going into the fourth quarter. So they maintain pretty much that same lead. It's like Spring Hill cut into it by 1. So either way, those are probably the two teams that are looking to try to knock us off. We got them next week.
We'll have Spring Hill next week. Yep.
Yeah, Tuesday night we'll have a special doubleheader here on the Bulldog Sports Network. We'll have the girls at 6 and the boys at 7:30. Corey Marsh will be back. Logan, I don't know if you're going to come catch some of that game with us. I mean,
yeah, we might.
You're welcome too. I mean, it'll be exciting. I know Corey will be back, so it should be a good one. Good district contest. So, well, it's a good win.
Yeah.
Solid game. Exclamation point by Watkins.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to finish this off. So
72-56 is our final score here from Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill moves to 5-0 in district play. Thanks for watching Chapel Hill basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Told them to pass the rock. I pass the ball, I don't shoot. But whenever I shoot in that hoop, whenever I shoot it go cool. Chapel Hill and we passing that rock. Playing D and we got it on lock. Playing hard till our name is on top. Chip on our shoulder, the grind don't stop.
Moved by Jones on the baseline. Nice.
And so that's what I was talking about earlier. They know they can't defend. Good steal by Berry. We have the ball back. They can't defend.
Watkins for 3. Good. Austin Watkins buries a 3. You get yourself in real trouble.
Very good pass.
And that's a 3 by Jarrell Hunter. Penetration kick out.
Bulldog. Defensive shifted. It's not a bad look.
3 for Bamford is good. To Barry, over to Jones. Jones will take the jumper. No good. Watkins with a rebound, and it's good. And the foul. Barry's on the drive. He's on the move. He kicks out. It's Bam Ford in the corner for three. Good. Bam Ford buries the three.
I saw it develop and happen with no call by the official.
And that's Terrell Hunter up to Watkins for the jam. Austin Watkins throws it home with the left hand. Tough shot. Jones pulls down the rebound. Watkins. Oh, nice look to Huddleston. Watkins acting like Steve Nash on that one. Barry pulls up for three. No good. Air ball. Jones collects the rebound and flips it up over his head underneath for two. Jones going to make his move. Nice move by Jones, and the bucket's good. He'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Well, just not as big as Huddleston. Watkins lines up another three and buries it. Austin Watkins is in fuego. Kilgore lines up a three. Jones goes up with one hand and grabs it like a man. Gets the ball to Watkins and gives it over to McGregor for two, and the bucket's good. Deuce McGregor with a great finish, and he's going to go to the line at a chance at a three-point play. Ooh, nobody's home for Kilgore. Hustle by Bam Ford. Up to Deuce McGregor for the deuce.
Running. We got plenty of athletes, and look at this, another turnover.
Tip by Bam Ford. Watkins with the steal. Back to Bam Ford for the layup. It's good for two. Bam Ford. Bam drives with a little scoop. And there's Jermaine Jones again for two. Saves it. Bam's got it. Bam's taking it all the way to the basket. Over to the left hand by Bam Ford. Incredible move.
You are watching Chapel Hill Bulldog Basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We would like to thank our sponsors for this season: Woody's Accessories and Off-Road, Mike's Automotive, Big Tex Home Investments, Karen Murphy with Century 21, Curtis Scudder with Allstate, PayForAll.com, the Chapel Hill Alumni Association, Brandy Messenbergs with the Property Shop Group, Chapel Hill Youth Football, the Spud Station, Wooden Bean, Pastor Minnie Muse and Ebenezer Church in Tyler, and Roy and Margie Williamson. Thank you for all your support this season.